Hi, this is JerriMcCombs with Dogwood Real Estate, and today I wanted to talk to you about due diligence in North Carolina. Are you thinking about buying a home in North Carolina? If so, you really need to come to terms with due diligence. It's an important part of our offer, but what is it exactly? Due diligence is a legal term for doing your homework, so to speak. It's part of the offer to purchase. You can look at it as the last chance to kick the tires and see if you've got a lemon. It's typical in our area to ask for several weeks of due diligence to investigate the property or perform your due diligence. Timing will depend on the availability of inspectors in the area and other factors. There are 8 items that fall under the category of due diligence. Number 1, a complete home inspection. This is performed by a licensed home inspector and typically takes 3 to 4 hours. And when you get the report, it could be as much as 50 to 75 pages, depending on the size of the home. Things that are typically checked for in a home inspection are appliances, heating and cooling systems, plumbing and electrical, as well as roofing and foundations. Number 2, pest inspections. This should be done to look for pest and critter damage or infestation. Number 3, RADON. RADON testing is critical in our area. Although it's not required, it's highly recommended. We do have high levels of RADON in our area. A RADON mitigation system can cost between $1,200 and $1,500, and the seller should install it before closing if it's present in a test. It is a safety issue. Some homes may already have a mitigation system, and if that's the case, you want to have that system checked out. Number 4, you will want to collect information on the cost of taxes, utilities, and insurance to make sure your choice for this home does not have any hidden expenses. Number 5, set up an attorney right away. This can skew your closing date on your contract if the attorneys are all backed up. You want to know quickly if this needs to be adjusted on your contract. Number 6, make sure that if you're getting a loan, you know you are approved and can move forward before the due diligence date. You'll also need to talk to your loan officer prior to making an offer to see what time frame there is. This is information you'll need for the offer. Can a bank realistically close in 30 days or 45 days? You need this information in order to make the offer. Number 7, if you're considering a home in a community with rules or covenants, you will want to carefully read and understand all the restrictions before the end of the due diligence period. Ideally, you'll read these before you make the offer. You also want to check into the finances of the HOA to make sure they're solvent and can fund any issues that may arise in the future within the community. Number 8, buyers will also want to check out the neighborhood and the neighbors. Try walking through the neighborhood and talking to residents that live there about what they like or dislike in the area. There are always people that are willing to share, and you may glean some information that would solidify your choice or make you rethink it altogether. This seems like a daunting list, but with the help of a good realtor, you can get through all of this easily. Before buying a property, your due diligence should include as much of the list as possible. Investigating for potential problems that could cost major money to fix after you've moved in, well, you need to know about that, and you'll want to verify whether you still want to buy the property. By hiring professionals to inspect for things we can't see, you'll know if this home needs any costly repairs, and you can negotiate some of these issues with the seller. Be sure that the due diligence date you set not only allows for a realistic time frame to do any investigations, but also price out repairs and allow for negotiating fixes. You may need up to a week for negotiations to go back and forth and get settled before your due diligence deadline. In North Carolina, you should be aware that issues coming up in inspections will allow a buyer to walk away from the property without forfeiting their earnest money, if done prior to due diligence. However, your due diligence fee is non-refundable. You need to know how both of these fees work. So what is the difference between earnest money and due diligence money? Know that earnest money is held by either a real estate company or an attorney until closing. It is credited towards the purchase of the price, and it is refundable if terminated prior to the due diligence date on the contract. Due diligence money is given directly to the seller to keep. It's credited toward the closing, but is non-refundable if you choose to terminate the contract at any time. So when you sign an offer to purchase, you must submit 2 checks within 5 days of the accepted contract. The due diligence date is critical to keep track of. All your monies depend on your homework getting done, so to speak. If for any reason these things are not done, you'll want to request a new due diligence date on an offer amendment form that's signed by all parties. This date is as critical as your closing date. Understanding the importance of due diligence and how it works is critical in buying a home, and you will need a trusted agent to guide you through all the information. Information is powerful, and the choices you will make will affect you for years to come. You cannot do too much due diligence. As I already said, this does seem daunting, but with the help of a good agent, you should get through this easily.